So as you may be aware, yesterday it was visible on Rockstar Games' website that underneath GTA 6 there was a section for screens, which could allude to screenshots coming soon or some more information coming soon. This wasn't there previously, but it did appear yesterday, and after people started talking about it, it was then later removed from the website. Now, I've been very adamant that I believe we're going to get some news around the 16th of May when the next earnings call is, primarily because during that earnings call, we're going to find out when GTA 6 is coming out anyway. We're going to find out whether it's between January and March next year or after March next year. So the earnings call is going to be a huge giveaway for us when we're actually going to be receiving GTA 6. Prime example of this is Red Dead Redemption 2. When they announced the release of the game, that was 2 days before an earnings call, and when they actually announced the game would be delayed, that was the day before an earnings call. The reason why they do this is because the earnings calls are public and everyone can listen to them, so it makes it really difficult for Rockstar to be able to communicate with their investors whilst there's so much secrecy. So any information that they can make public, they usually do it a day or two before the earnings call actually takes place. Now, over the past 24 hours, I've actually spoke to a few web developers, and they've given me a little bit of insight to what could actually be going on Rockstar's website here. Now, I don't want to get too deep into this. I think it's very obvious now that they're clearly gearing up to make some changes to the website over the next week. The same thing happened with the announcement of GTA 6. Some changes were made to the website 7 days in advance, and it's probably just an internal protocol they have to get the website ready for new updates coming to it. I'm kind of a bit past the phase of being excited for more screenshots and more information to come out. I'm very excited for trailer 2. Whether that will be the news on the 16th or not, we have no idea, but maybe some screenshots or some more information would be pretty cool, but we'll just have to see how it plays out. Speaking to a web developer, they have said that a lot of these pages on Rockstar's website kind of follow the same format. It's usually title, description, some images, and then the bottom of the page is usually rounded off with an ESRB rating and usually like a catchphrase, for example, Outlaws for Life for Red Dead Redemption 2. And the format we saw for the code that was seen on Rockstar's website pretty much follows the same format. So it's very clear this is kind of a basic layout for the website, and it's entirely possible that because there's already a GTA 6 indexed page on Rockstar Games website, it could be that they're just adjusting some sitemap stuff and they've copied over some of the existing stuff from some of the other games whilst reworking the sitemap in preparation for this new release. I think either way, we are going to be getting something. Rockstar are preparing for something. A lot of people are appealing to the pessimists within them, saying that we're not going to get trailer 2 till next year, we're not going to receive screenshots until Christmas, and I think that's quite a good way to think in some aspects because it stops you being disappointed when we don't get anything. I can respect it fully, but it's very clear that some information is coming. However, Rockstar really had to bite the bait by putting out this on Instagram earlier, announcing that they're doing some boat thing, which I would be interested in trying, so I might actually do that on a live stream. As you know, I all love some boaty stuff. But overall, despite my video yesterday, I'm still getting a lot of questions about what my stance is and what's happening. Yesterday I was sitting on the fence a little bit, which is probably not a great thing to do as a YouTuber, but because a lot of the information was quite fresh yesterday, I hadn't really put together my thoughts and opinions on what I think is going to be happening over the next week. As of the 9th of May, I now have the opinion that at some point in the next 7 days we will get something from Rockstar leading up to this earnings call. The earnings call is a week today, and during the earnings call we're going to be getting a lot of information about the next 12 to 18 months for Rockstar Games. And I just want to add in here, I've had a few questions from people asking me how I know what the earnings call is going to consist of. You can go onto Take-Two Interactive's website right now, sign up with an email address, and listen to all the previous earnings calls with their investors. All of it out there is publicly available, and during the last earnings call, they announced that within May, they're going to be giving their roundup for the last quarter of fiscal 24, and they're going to be giving their predictions for fiscal 25. Now, when they say predictions for fiscal 25, it's not going to be a passing comment. At the start of every fiscal year, they compile a list of notes together of all the things happening over the next 12 months in the business to give their investors projections on the future of the business and what the shape of the business looks like for the next 12 months. This is a legal requirement for them to do, and they also cannot falsify or lie about anything in these earnings calls because that is literal fraud. So everything that they state during this earnings call is going to have to be backed by evidence. So for example, if they say they're going to be turning over $7 billion plus in fiscal 25, we can say pretty much without a doubt that between now and the end of March, we will be receiving GTA 6. Now, a lot of people have also asked about pre-orders. Pre-orders won't be included in those figures. Pre-orders only count towards financial turnover figures when goods have exchanged hands. So until people receive the game, those turnover figures aren't considered. So they could do $5 billion worth of pre-orders this year, but it still won't be included in their financial report until the game is released. I was very surprised by this and very shocked by this. I thought that money's money and you had to pay tax on it. but apparently not until the goods are delivered, as it's still classed as an open invoice. So yeah, that's currently where my head's at with what's happening with this whole situation on their website. This isn't me reading too much into it, making all of these changes to their website now of all times, especially leading up to the earnings call. And I've been saying since December that I think that during the May earnings call is when we'll receive some screenshots or a trailer 2 or something of that nature, and I'm still very adamant on that. Now, screenshots are one thing, they don't really tick any major boxes for me. I would love trailer 2, but once again, we're all playing the long game here and being patient, so we just have to wait and see. Thank you everyone so much for watching today's video. Sorry I'm not on camera today, I'm still packing to move house, so next few days I'm probably going to have less camera videos. I've still got some coming, but they're longer projects I've been working on. So thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy today's video, please consider becoming a channel member. All you've got to do is tap the join button next to the subscribe button, and it's only a couple dollars a month, but it helps me a lot, so it's massively appreciated. And if it's not something you want to do, just watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, all of that is massively appreciated and it helps the channel a lot. So I'll catch you all in the next one.